On YouTube, Connor and Shane here, bringing you guys yet another solid AI gem. So this coin is sitting around 4 million in market cap right now. It's not completely tiny, but the utility that I can see with this project here called Nebula is honestly, this is top tier. If this team over time can deliver and really build the infrastructure out, bro, this is going to be an absolute moonshot of a project, again, in the long term. So nebulacloudnetwork.com, that is their website. So let's go to CoinGecko here too. Can I type CoinGecko? So CoinGecko.com, and we're going to type in, the ticker is literally Nebula. And yeah, it's none of these, it's the bottom, Nebula. So it's up 20% right now, actually, which is wild. So again, this chart, this is it's a very new project, fairly new. It's gone up maybe about I don't know how many X's it's been up since its launch, but it did launch. I think it was under a penny, so it's sitting around 4 cents now. The market cap, yeah, it is 4 million. It's not updated here, but what Nebula is is they are a pre-configured cloud computing, pretty much like a software project. They provide an easy-to-use decentralized application that opens the doors to universal cloud computing services. So they focus on multiple different types of cloud computing services within the Web3 space and for blockchain. This is like very powerful for developers and for projects themselves, to just extend their reach as far as what they can do, just through like AI powered tooling for whether it is developers or full out projects that are trying to integrate new things into their existing framework. So one of the main things that really caught my attention is this right here where it says AI powered pre-configured machines. So what this is like you can make virtual machines for different projects, and they can kind of distribute virtual machines out to anyone that's interested as far as other projects or something like that. In the vast, expensive cloud computing possibilities getting started, choosing actually, that is something that caught my attention. I thought it was description of what I thought here, but that's not it. So they got a couple things here. Simplify your journey with pre-configured machines designed for those who want to dive into tasks like mining and node management without the need for advanced technical knowledge. Ideal starting point for beginners. So a major factor in why I think this is so big is because, like I've stated in a video a long time ago, I'm very bullish on projects that focus heavily on the back-end tech, and they make it easier for end users to use certain things. Whether the end user is the literal retail investor or an actual, company that's trying to invest, or other developers that are fairly new to the space that are trying to integrate certain things, into a new project that they're working on. There's so many different things about that. I think that's where all the gold is when it comes to crypto, is making all these use cases that are very complex. For example, like literally node management. Something that this project offers, again, that also caught my eye, was that it's kind of like they can offer nodes as a service. I'm pretty sure let me pull this up here. Nodes as a service is massive, and like I was saying before I cut myself off with that, is just the fact that they're able to use these very complex, whether it's systems, these complex functionalities is what I was getting at. They can take these complex functionalities and make them into a safer, more easy, user-friendly interface for, again, whoever the end user is. That is something I really like to see in the crypto space. But again, this is a very new project. This has not stood the test of a bull market. This has not stood the test of more than a month being live. This is their Twitter. It's literally Nebula's Cloud. But Yeah, so they're got an IoT device coming, which is pretty interesting. But you guys can check this out. So they're excited to unveil a sneak peek of our revenue sharing dApp. Yeah, so they have revenue sharing too on their dApp, which is pretty cool. I'm trying to find one here. Yeah, right here. Our CAS node is now operational. Currently fine-tuning the hash rate for optimal profitability, though it's slightly low at the moment. We're actively working to enhance it. This week, we're deploying new nodes and sharing the invoice details for their machine. So bottom line, they're literally creating nodes for Caspa through their company, like through their project, through their development. You know, and the fact that they can do this for pretty much any project. You know, the fact that they're doing that is so interesting to me. Like, that is something I personally have never seen in the space. There could be other projects doing similar things. But I think from one, a risk to reward perspective, and two, like how new it is in comparison to other projects that may have been out, you know, that might be more dead. I think this is a great like long-term play. Anything that has to do with cloud computing, again, and just dealing with like very in-depth tech and making it easier for the end user, I'm very bullish on. When it comes to nodes as a service, everyone but for the most part, most people are familiar with nodes. But everyone wants to be able to access nodes, whether it is projects to be able to launch their own whenever they need to, or just for end users to actually use nodes and interact with them whenever they need to, whenever they want, on different projects and on different chains. You know, there's a lot to this project. I'm kind of jumbling around a little bit because I'm kind of excited, like looking at all this stuff. You know, I called this one out, I'd say maybe a few days ago, upwards of a week ago, in the Discord. You know, the price, even from when I called it out, though, has not moved too much. It's actually kind of dipped, which, again, I'm not someone to preach Nebula. I'm not someone to preach buying a full-out moonshot of a chart, but I think this project is just, I think it's very undervalued right now, sitting just under 4 million. But again, it's like I have my charts up. If you guys watch my videos, you know I literally just wait for massive dips. And worst case, if I get in them, I'm in it for the long haul. If I miss it, I'll find another coin that's at a solid dip. With that being said, Nebula this looks like a solid utility of a project. So I want to see this one, I want to see them stand the test of time and actually continue to deliver and push. Just to push their products and everything they got going on. But I think right now this is a great project. And I think, especially to a Bitcoin and ETH dip over the next few weeks to a month, there's no way this is just going to keep going up. I think this will go into a potential buy opportunity before hitting brand new highs eventually, you know? So Nebula is a great one to look at. And honestly, if you can get in under 2 cents, you'd be absolutely golden, because this one I think is a no-brainer in my opinion. Just based off the utility alone, without even looking into the other bullish aspects of it, I think the utility alone can make a killing if they deliver it. So that's all I got for you guys today. I want you guys to check out Nebula. This looks like a great project in my opinion. Again, I don't know how great of a buy price this is to you. For me personally, like I want to see this dip a little bit more before I actually get in. But I just wanted to put this on your radar because I think this is a huge opportunity. I mean, even at levels like this, bro, this is solid. Definitely solid. So keep it on your radar. You know, what I do is, if you have TradingView, that's what I use. A lot of times I will put these coins on my radar to be watching heavily. And you can set like not an alarm, but what do you call it? You can set like, a notification or something. So when price hits and comes down to say 0.02162, hits it, it's going to send you a notification. And I just wait. I wait for those notifications to be hit. If they're hit, usually 95% of the time I get into it because it's a good buy. If it never gets hit, then you know what? It's still on your radar. Get in it a little bit if you want and just let it ride, or just keep waiting, you know. That's how I play the game. And so that's it for Nebula, guys. Check it out yourselves. Do some research. I'm not a financial advisor, but I appreciate you guys watching if you watched the whole way through, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.